speaking of our life, all right, I want to jump ship here, and I'm sorry if I'm interjecting on you.
Go for it.
Let's hear this. You tell the story.
Oh, no.
Talking about our lives because I about ended it.
Yeah.
Coming down, is it South Mountain, Brown Mountain?
Oh, my goodness.
We're
yeah.
okay. I'm going to set the stage, and then
Yeah.
Junior's going to take over.
This
So
is bad.
we're driving all over the world racing, and Junior gets a toter, what we call a toter home. It's a big Caterpillar engine, big 10-speed.
Jake brake.
It's literally a semi, but it's got a living quarter on it, so you kind of
You don't
And
have
you
to have a
pull a race
CDL.
car.
pulling
you got a
race
living
cars.
car.
So we
Okay, you pull your race
got a 50-foot trailer, double stack, 2 race cars, pit equipment, gasoline, argon bottles, nitrogen bottles, you name it. We're low. Everything we own is in that trailer, and we're coming home from out west, up north somewhere, and I'm driving,
I was asleep in the
Right.
sleeper.
You're sleeping the sleeper. Wayne's in there. Ronnie. We got our crew in there. Everybody's in there. And I'm coming, and we get up to the top of the mountain, and we start to descend or whatever. You go down the hill, and I wasn't thinking. And you take it from there.
So I-40 was shut down. We were coming down Black Mountain. We were taking some back roads. And when I woke up, we were coming down, and everybody was screaming.
Praying and screaming.
screaming bloody murder. And we're coming down this hill, and we're absolutely flying. And
Out of control.
yeah. So I jump up out of the sleeper, and I run. I hop down. He's like, what's going on? He goes, I'm out of brakes. And because there's an air brake system, we run the air out.
Ran the air out of the brakes.
So I was like, get out of the seat.
And I'm not. And I'm trying to downshift.
Yeah.
All right? Don't let that out.
Yeah, so we're flying.
And I get
down this
stuck
hill.
in neutral.
You're
and so now
stuck.
we pick up more speed, and there's no air in the compressor. We have no brakes, and we're in neutral. We don't have a downshift gear to slow us down.
So he jumps out of the seat. I jump in the seat while we're rolling. Probably not advised to do, but that's what we did. And I just held the gas wide open. And
Open.
I got it to gear down.
You took
And then I just
both
waited
your-
till we got all the way down to about the cars, and I just jammed on the brakes, and we come sliding in sideways on the curb all the way down by all these cars, and we stopped about 4 inches from the red light.
Yep. We are near death coming down Black Mountain.
Yeah.
And I don't know how fast, but all the lights, they got these speed warning lights above you for trucks, and they're going off before I get even close to them. And I'm stuck in neutral. We're out of air in the compressor, and Junior's like, he says we changed. He basically like ripped me out of the seat, which was good. And he put one foot on the gas pedal as hard as it would go, and the other one on his hand up against the gear shifter. And he was pushing that gear shifter, and it sounded like every piece of metal in that engine was going to kaboom, just blow up. And it finally went kapow, and when it did, it went in gear.
Yeah.
And was immediately went, started slowing down. But the
How'd it
guy,
go? Let me hear that again. That's pretty good.
so the rest of the guys that's in the back, man, they're on their hands and knees praying, and once we get safe, they're like, yeah, you're never, ever, ever driving again, Catfish. You're done.
We're going to change your name to Jake Brake. Let
Oh,
me hear that
man.
Jake Brake one more time. Man, that is a great Jake Brake now, I'm telling you.
You know the scariest part of that story?
What?
I now have a Class A license.
Yeah. That's even scary. I won't get around you on the highway.
Hey, do you know I've never heard this story? It was the first time I've heard it.
I know.
Yeah,
Well,
you
just
There was a
guys
reason
would
for
have
that.
been grounded.
Yeah.
That would have been the end.
we knew that you were in charge, and that's a piece of leverage Dad had over us. Especially me, pretty wild kid. You mess up, buddy, you're done. There's no racing. I'll pull that out of you, and you'll sit at home. So we never got on the razor's edge. We were a little wild, but we
you got on the edge once. I have to tell this story. We went to Concord Motor Speedway, and he's airing up his tires. He's getting ready to race. And I look, and he's got an imprint of a little round can in his back pocket. And the rule was,
That's right.
I'll invest all the money that I have. I'll do anything for you, but there'll be no alcohol. There'll be no drugs. There'll be no smoking. There'll be no dipping. There'll be no chewing.
Let me put it in a way that Dad would say it.
Don't.
Son, my kids don't smoke, dip, or chew, or date girls that do.
That's it. You got it.
But that was embarrassing to hear, but we heard it a lot.
Oh, yeah, that's right. My kids don't dip, smoke, or chew, or date girls who do.
That's right.
All right, you remember that.
It's been in my brain since I'm 15.
So I go, and here's this imprint of this little round can. And so I put my arm around him. I said, Billy, see a little can in your pocket. You been dipping some snuff? He said, well, Dad, I've been doing a little experiment. And I said, well, let me just tell you.
I said experiment, long cut.
That's my race car. You're putting air in the tires. And my drivers don't dip.
Smoke or chew.
Smoke or chew or date girls who do. Well, he got mad. And out he left. He left his race car sitting there and went through the tunnel, out of the track, mad, because I've just clipped his wings. So I'm getting ready to race. That's when I have my car, and you're getting ready to race. So we're getting our cars ready, and Billy's sitting there, and he's racing the late model, and we're racing the
super late models.
Super late.
I'm racing street stock. Yeah.
Okay.
Is that what you were?
Yeah.
At that time? Okay.
Street stock. I was a street stalker.
Okay. I was racing super late model, and Hank was too. So Billy left mad. And so I'm getting ready to race, and I'm in a hurry. I'm putting my suit on, getting my helmet, and getting everything ready. And here he comes back. And he don't say a word to me. He starts airing his tires. And I said, I thought I made it perfectly clear. He said, I don't dip, I don't chew, and I ain't going to date no girls who do. And that was the end of the experiment with the little bitty can.
Yeah, well, man, that's his leverage, you know. That's a powerful thing.
Yeah, and so I love that. That was the coolest part about having teenage sons, and they all wanted to race. Man, I held the keys to all them race cars.
He did. He really did. And it was a good thing, especially for me, because I could have went off like a Roman candle.
Yeah, we didn't let that happen. We got rules, brother, rules.